What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23 and 1. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be wrapping up the series that we've been doing the past couple days, following a few people from Orange County, Maricopa County, and a prison in Plainfield, Indiana. Not to mention, we're also going to wrap up another series I started a few months back, coming from my home state of Virginia, the Red Onion. A maximum security prison that, let's just say, you don't never want to go to. But if you enjoy all things lockup and crime related, this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my beautiful playlist with over 1,300 videos built just for you. Alright, so yesterday we left off right here in Orange County with this individual. He's in there for felony domestic violence. They did come at him with a plea bargain for 30 days, but he turned it down, which would have been a very hard decision for a lot of people to do because 30 days ain't nothing. But it's also major if it's a felony. I mean, it's going to change your life forever, so you really got to think about that. But let's get right into it. We're going to run it back to the beginning of his phone call.
Hi, Mom. Not good. I need you to get me the out of here. They're trying to give me 30 days and a bunch of fines and a bunch of classes. So I didn't take the deal. I got a court-appointed attorney, and I got my bail reduced to $10,000, so it's $1,000 to get me out. And I need you to get me out of here. Like, I need you to.
So yesterday's episode, and I'll keep all these linked in the comment section if you want to run them back, but I said that this was going to make him look like a cupcake, soft. And it will. Any form of weakness, they will prey upon, and he is saying it so loud that everybody in the whole pod can hear it. Well, not a pod, this looks like an isolation block, but still. They all hear it, and you don't want to take the risk of, that spreading around the jail. But I have been in situations like this where the cell block is absolutely quiet and everybody can hear everything on the phone. So if you got to talk to your mom or anyone about some private shit, you better cuff that damn mouthpiece and start talking like a jaybird.
There are bail bondsmen around here that take payment plans. I will come home and I will pay you back. I need to get the out of here. Not even on a payment plan?
But not even on a payment plan, Mom? First off, what the hell? They got a little people phone? That's gotta be what it is. I'm not quite sure, but I'd use that one for some reason.
Do you know Hello? Hello? Mom?
Game over.
I lost her.
He's got scars like Harry Potter. So we're back in Maricopa County, the Durango 8 facility. And in the previous episodes, we've been following someone that's been waiting for his dad to bond him out with his Mustang. Not his Mustang, his dad's Mustang. But that didn't happen. His dad ended up coming to the visitation and, they're waiting on the court date to see if he can get out that way. I think his dad's trying to leave him in there for a little bit. His parents are worried because he's addicted to drugs. And him being in there, the parents, a lot of parents out there, at least they know where he's at. They feel like he's safe. He's coming off the drugs. But honestly, parents out there, if he does have a bond, do your research on the facility because, it could be worse than the streets.
Term 6 alleges you violated probation by failing to report as directed. Do you admit or deny that allegation?
I admit.
And the defense admission's accepted and entered a record. The court finds the defendant to be in violation of his probation. Mr. Napper, anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to say that I take full responsibility for this actions in this case, but I just would like them to know that I'm trying very, very hard to change my life. So, thank you.
I don't think he could have said it any better. Short and to the point, and it seemed very authentic. And remember, when you're talking to the judge, always keep eye contact. Even if he's not looking at you, you always look at him. And I hate that shit, man, when I'm talking to the judge and all he's doing is looking and flipping through his paperwork. Like, are you even listening to me, man? No, you're going to prison. That's what he's saying in his head, But I don't know what's about to happen to this guy. A probation violation. That's usually guaranteed some kind of jail time. First one for me was 6 months. Second one was 6 months. And the third one, they sent me back to prison.
Thank you. Mr. Scanlon, any legal cause?
No legal cause, Your Honor.
All right, because of his young age, his limited criminal history, this is his first petition. I think he can continue to benefit from the services of probation. I'm going to reinstate him to 3 years of standard supervised probation. As a punitive sanction for his violation, I'm going to order he be incarcerated in the county jail for 1 month beginning today. You understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. We're going to have you step over and see our bailiff, please.
All right, so if I heard that correctly, he's going to be reinstated on probation. He's not going to prison, but he has a month left to do in jail, and he's been in there for what, like 6 days? I don't know how the good time's calculated for probation violations. I think you do the whole thing, or at least 80%, something like that. But if you're to ask me, I mean, that was a fair trial. He doesn't have a large criminal background. This is his first time really kind of messing up on probation. So typically they will give you, especially if you don't bring back fresh charges, like I said, they will reinstate your probation and just give you a couple days in jail. He's just gonna have to deal with the woodpile for a couple more weeks.
It's only a matter of time. You do one time wrong and you're not going to wake up again. The way I was before, it could have been any day. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that I can actually feel normal again.
Man, this brings back memories right here. I don't know if this is like the way that we went to court, but in this city, they had an underground tunnel that went from the jail all the way to the courthouse. Shit was creepy too, man. It was like a cave, and it was like you're going to be sentenced to death. The hallway looked like one big tomb of smooth rock with leaking water coming out, little random holes. It was like a cave. All right, so we're jumping back to Orange County to see if the guy from Vancouver is going to get a bond or if he's going to main population.
Been talking to people that said that no matter what, they're going to try and hit me with the 30 days, so it'd be better to just stay in and get time served. But I really don't know if I want to, I miss my family.
That's very true. Like I said, they came at him with a plea bargain for 30 days. So worst case scenario, he'll end up taking the plea bargain, or, the state could change their mind or whatever and pump for something more serious, especially if you end up going to trial. But what those guys were saying, might as well stay in, don't get bonded out. That way you at least get your time served and go home that day. Get it done and over with. That's absolutely true. A lot of people do that, knowing the system a bit. But, some people like to get out, prolong it for months and months and months and months, and hopefully not get any jail time at all. Now we're jumping into Plainfield, Indiana prison, reception and diagnostic center. This is where individuals go to get classified to be transferred to their main penitentiary. Hi, Rise.
All right. You about to head out, man?
It's been a learning experience, definitely something I've never had to go through before. Something I never want to go through again, that's for sure. It's definitely an eerie feeling.
Look how tired he looks. That's exactly what happens. They come get your ass at the ass crack of dawn. And it's an eerie feeling as well, not knowing what prison you're going to be going to. See, lockup is a big game of questions, especially in the beginning. You just never know what the answer is going to be. He ended up serving his time out in Branchville Correctional Facility. And keep in mind, that dude only had a few more months left to do. Tyler pled not guilty to the domestic violence charge because his girlfriend did not show up to court. The charges were dropped. I said that in a previous episode, man. Look, that's the best way that people beat these kind of crimes with their own family. They just tell them not to show up to court. I mean, there ain't no victim, there ain't no testimonies, there ain't nothing. Even the state's gonna question picking it up because they know it's your family. They're probably gonna be working against them the whole damn time. But man, that guy got spared, didn't he? Shit, you don't want those kind of felony charges on your record. I'm happy for him, though. I really am, man. Hopefully, he stays out and he doesn't do nothing crazy like that ever again. Oh, wait, hold on. He pled guilty to a lesser charge of vandalism and was sentenced to 3 years probation. Wow, that's excessive for a little bit of vandalism. They're probably like, man, I know for a fact this dude's gonna mess up again, right? So that's how it goes. He did have that charge to begin with as well. I think he said that he broke some light bulbs and punched some walls or something, but vandalism ain't shit. I think I might have gotten a vandalism in my time. I can't remember. Now, we all know Mr. Napper's dad did not drop off the stang, but it says he was released after 30 days and is currently serving his 3 years of probation. Now that we got some closure on those guys' stories, how about we jump into another series that I haven't finished yet. This is a maximum security prison from my home state of Virginia. It's notorious and you never want to go to it. It's called the Red Onion. Oh, Virginia. Nothing like it, baby. Cultivate up to 4 plants. That's right.
Comes the snow, new area of low pressure forming up along that same front that moved in over the weekend. That snow spreading north and eastern as you head through these morning hours. We are
Ain't nothing out this damn penitentiary, man.
Next night, the PA Turnpike going to be an absolute mess as some spots stick to 12 inches here.
You are literally in the peaks of the mountains, shackled with 2 guards. And this is normal movements. Step down program is kind of universal across the country a bit. Maybe not every prison, but a lot of them, you know, if you get into some trouble, the only way that you can get out of these high-level facilities is by not getting in no trouble for a certain amount of time. And every so months, without getting in trouble, you step down, closer and closer to getting up out that damn hell. When he was involved in a violent altercation, he was sent back to segregation. Man, look at that. Look at all them cameras. Front to back. They ain't missing nothing in that prison.
What you gonna do when somebody attacks you? I mean, you'll do what you gotta do. It's not gonna matter what program you put in front of somebody.
That's a fact. If someone's attacking you, you gotta attack back, man. You ain't gonna just sit there and take it. You ain't thinking about the damn step down program. You're in a maximum security prison. You're thinking about not dying. And that's what these correctional officers don't realize, man. They need to do some more investigations. Instead of locking both people up and giving them both charges, look at who really started the situation. Even if the other guy was fighting back, if he didn't start it, he shouldn't be held responsible.
I had to start getting my mind right. Because once you come over here, you don't know how long it's gonna be before they let you go and send you back out into the prison world, back in the population.
He says send you back into the prison world. He doesn't even look at this place like prison. Long-term segregation in this place is like a coffin. The worst of the worst come here. And even the worst of the worst learn to become good to get the hell out. They got face cards on every door to know who's in there and why, probably. This is their rec yard, the dog kennels, dog cages. It says, though he is participating in the step-down program, Lars cannot progress to a general population without additional approvals. I wonder what he did.
I know I tried to escape, and that's why I'm here.
Oh, I tried to
I
escape.
have no one to blame but myself. You put me back in general population, I will not mess up. There was a slip, a lot of stuff going on in my head at the time. I regret it every day. So
Your actions will never be forgotten. You can't erase the past.
Your actions will never be forgotten. You can never erase facts. That is a pretty powerful statement. He's looking at him like, man, come on, bro. It's just a simple damn escape.
But this is not the end. It's still a work in progress.
I've always told that, and it's still never, I guess, progressing, I guess.
You've had that opportunity in general population. You've proven at the time that you couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. You slipped, you made a mistake. From this point, you're working to regain that opportunity you lost due to your actions.
Look, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I feel like the damn unit manager's smiling a bit while he's talking to him like this. And homeboy's just looking at him like, man, if only I could get a few seconds.
Me personally, I would love to progress off of Red Onion. Not just,
What the hell's going on here? I feel like this guy's terrified of homeboy, man. Like, they're doing stare downs and shit. Like, you better watch what you say. Watch what you say. Don't forget you're in the mountains, boy. Oh, man. Imagine going out there for an hour to enjoy yourself. Look, he's staying next to the camera crew the whole time.
That door closes and you're in that confined spot. I couldn't imagine, for real. It would be awful, being in here anyway.
Yeah. That isolation wouldn't be something I don't think I could deal with easily either. I think not being able to roam around would really take a toll on me.
And these are the guards that locked guys up into the cell. I can only imagine they probably go home looking at their situation a lot better after leaving that kind of environment, regardless of what kind of bad stuff they might be going through. At least, like they said, they can roam around, right? So stay free, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom is amazing. Imagine spending 8-10 years in that cell with an hour out, if that, every day. I've been in a hole quite a bit, and I cannot even imagine doing years in there.
You know, I make my own reality television entertainment, and I got the hound dog. I like the hound dog. Hound dog, hot on that gal tail, hot on that tail. You know, that's good entertainment too, you know. When you look in the cell, you can't see out the window. That's an old torture technique.
I was in the hole for like 6 months one time, and every time I acted up, so the CO comes slap this magnet damn flap over the window. I'm like, not the flap, you motherfucker! It's crazy how quiet and peaceful it is out there, but just behind that wall, it's madness. People stomping on the doors, losing their freaking marbles.
It's like you're not in prison, and it's like you're somewhere else. You're just away from life. You're just away from life, period.
The handcuffs and shackles, been wearing them for 17 and a half years.
Dang.
That's a long time. I've done more time in segregation than some guys got for murder. I ain't killed nobody.
If I remember correctly, I think he stabbed the warden at the last prison he was at. So yeah, you ain't gotta kill nobody, man. If you stab a damn warden, you better believe he's gonna talk to the next warden and make sure your ass don't never leave. Man, oh man, I bet you're feeling a lot better about your situation right now. But let this be a rude awakening as well, you know, if you happen to be going down the path of lockup and you think you can't get no more trouble, just think again. They got a side pocket that they can sling your ass in very quickly. But as always, until the next time, I salute every last one of you been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.